Welcome to the news. The news updates. Nnamdi Kanu's guts. Igbo origin reason federal government holding him. Malcom honorable claims. You're welcome to today's news once again, and thank you for tuning in to the news. But you can as well subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please endeavor to listen carefully to the end. A human rights lawyer, Malcom Honorable, has tackled the federal government over the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Honorable said there was no basis for his detention, claiming that Kanu is being unjustly held because he is an Igbo. His statement is contained in a post via his Twitter handle on Thursday. Recall that Kanu has been held in detention in contravention of many court orders for his release, including that of an appeal court. However, the human rights lawyer said Kanu is being held against court orders because the government hates his guts and his Igbo origin. He wrote, "I may not be a fan of Nnamdi Kanu and his approach to the actualization of Biafra cuts no ice with me. But then, I believe in the rule of law. And there, I say that the federal government of Nigeria has no basis for the continued detention of Kanu just because he is an Igbo man and it hates its gods." Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the proscribed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been in the detention of the DSS since June 2021, where he was renditioned and extradited from Kenya to Nigeria. Upon all the court orders that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released, the federal government of Nigeria has refused to release him from the detention of the Department of State Services, claiming that he is causing violence in the states, in the eastern parts. But this human rights activist has said that he believed that the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been released is because he is an Igbo man and it hates its gods. IPOB are actualizing for a state of Biafra to actually leave Nigeria and have their own states. But despite all this, different violence has been undergoing, whereby there have been attacks in the eastern part, the southeast, unrest, kidnapping, and so on. And governors have actually spoken with the presidents that the president should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so they can have meetings with him, and this will bring to the end of violence in the southeast. But the federal government did not. And also remember that Charles Soludo, who said that it's going to stand as surety for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it should be released to him, and that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to behave himself. So the human rights said that Kanu is being held against court orders because the government hates its gods. He is well spoken, and the government believes that he could actually work against their government. But they have been pleading to the federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the detention of the DSS so that peace can come back to the regions but the federal government decides not to release him. The federal government has no reason to keep holding Kanu. This was said by the lawyer. This is as the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, Igbo Development Foundation, ADF, Movement for the Actualization of Sovereign State of Biafra, Malcom, and several other groups applauded the Court of Appeal for its boldness and courage in setting Kanu free. But in a quick reaction, the federal government, through the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, said the court merely discharged the appellant, but did not acquit him. He indicated that the federal government was exploring other legal options, adding that Kanu was not yet a free man. Faulting Malami's position, Ejimakor said that the AGF was wrong, noting that it would amount to illegality and abuse of legal process if the government failed to set the IPOB leader free. According to him, since the extraordinary rendition of Kanu has been declared unconstitutionally by the courts, any other action taken against him, including preferring new charges without releasing him from detention, would be illegal. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view? Do share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.